Yes, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Before we even get into this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed already and you've watched a couple videos, you may as well subscribe now. Click the like button before we get into this. Today, what we're going to be talking about is learning to be alone. It's so key because if you don't understand how to be alone, then you will just accept any sort of attention, without really understanding whether or not it's beneficial for you. People who don't know how to be alone or who are uncomfortable with being alone, they tend to give off an aura of desperation, which means anyone that encounters them knows they don't have to do as much in order to keep their attention. So how do you learn to actually be alone? The best way to do this, I believe, is through self-development. I think self-development is the best cure for loneliness because it's long-term. It prevents you from relapsing. Once you begin to learn and grow for yourself, you start to realize that you don't need anyone else. Anyone else coming into your life is nothing more than an add-on. That's the key point. You see, a lot of people need someone to fill a void. And the issue with that is if that person leaves them, they will literally fall straight back into that place of loneliness and being lost. A lot of people are too busy looking for the perfect partner, but they are yet to find themselves. So tell me how you're supposed to even know what the perfect partner looks like when you don't even know what works for you. And see, this is why people, they continuously fall into these toxic friendships and relationships with people that are not compatible with them. But they get so emotionally invested that they find it so hard to leave. There's some people who actually struggle with being alone because of the level of accountability it requires. When you find someone else, you can make them responsible for your happiness. So that means you can therefore blame them when you are not happy. When you are alone, it's only you. The onus is on you. The issue is so many people have not mastered the art of controlling the emotions. They don't understand that you can use your mind to control your emotions and how you feel. You'll also find that a lot of people who complain about being lonely also complain about not knowing if someone is good for them, but that's because they're not elevating. The more you elevate as a person, the less compatible you become with many people. You don't have to sift through so much clutter. It's so much easier to realize who's actually going to be beneficial for you and who's going to be a waste of your time. You need to change your perspective. You need to start understanding that being alone is such a positive thing. When you learn to be alone, you're not as heavily influenced by the people around you. You learn to listen to yourself. Once you master being alone, you can make better decisions for yourself. Start to enjoy being alone. You will attract better quality people. When you're living your best life, people see that. People see this aura, this vibe, and they just want to be a part of it. Perspective is everything. If you're single and all you're thinking about is you want to be in a relationship, you're not going to enjoy being alone. But if you change your mindset and you see it as, now is the time to work on me, now is the time to focus on my vision, to get closer to all the dreams and the goals that I have, you then start to enjoy having more alone time, more time to focus on what your life's purpose is. You also need to understand that there's so many more things worse than being alone. Imagine waking up in a relationship next to someone who you don't even know if you can trust, or building a life with someone who then starts to change as a person and is no longer the person you fell in love with. You're so emotionally invested, you are a prisoner. What's worse, being a prisoner or being alone? The only thing better than being alone is being in a healthy, stable relationship that works for you. And the only way you will ever achieve that is by mastering being alone and understanding who you are as a person. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts and experiences.